Today we're uncovering the story of Andy Arendse, a Forex trader who took over 10,000 Rand from a client and then later on declared dead. And then now recently he surfaced back online again. So we're not sure if he's dead or if these photos that of him getting married was just taken in heaven. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, for those of you that don't know Andy Arendse, to give you a quick little background on him, I have reviewed his signals sometime last year. I've also interviewed him on a podcast episode where we dived a little bit deeper on who he is, what he do, and because he's the king of account flipping. Through the interview process, a lot of people obviously saw him and they were like, this guy is making a lot of money on paper. Like when I say on paper, I mean like in theory. He's making a lot of money. He's showing people he's making a lot of money. I had a person reach out to me. He said that, and I actually just signed up for his one-on-one course. And they were going through that. A lot of people were signing up for the signal services because Andy seemed to be very unstoppable at the time when I was doing the interview, right? But one person that wasn't so lucky basically lost almost 10,000 Rand with him. And I'll give you guys the overview, the story in terms of how it happened, right? Andy was offering account management. Now, one of these guys, they reached out to him and they said, you know what, I'm very much interested and I would like to know how much you'd be able to pay me back if I give you 5,000 Rand, right? So this all happened last year and, last year and then towards the end of last year. So, the client then asked him, you know what, I would like to deposit the 5K and the client deposited the 5K. He was going to match that and he was going to make 100,000 Rand out of the entire account, right? That was the plan. And then it basically took 6 or 7 months from the time they started all the way until when they ended, right? So the client, the whole idea was for Andy to flip to match what the client was going to deposit and then flip that into 100K, give the client 60K and he was going to take a 40K. Now, you guys know the whole entire situation started becoming a very big drag, right? That started to take not long, but Andy was saying that, the account is growing, the account is growing. At one point, the account was sitting on 48,000, then the account was sitting on 40,000. Andy then, according to the information, Andy got a little bit sick throughout the process as well. And then at a later stage, he tells the client, you said you were going to sign up and join my mentorship as well. The client says, yeah, I'll sign up for your mentorship, not a problem. I'm in any ways expecting a 100,000 Rand, the 60,000 Rand payout from you. The client then paid for the mentorship program also, and he made the payment, sent it through to Andy, and everything was just going well, right? And this was all apart from the payment that the client made of 5,000 to Andy for the 100,000 split that they were going to get. Now, as time went by, months went by, and Andy was still trading the account then ended up later on 46,000 Rand. And while Andy and the client was trying to decide when they were going to have the one-on-one in-betweens, also the client then later on said to him, you know what, let's just focus on the 60,000 that you need to pay me out, and we can always schedule certain dates for the mentorship at a later stage also. As time went by, things obviously started to get very, 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 very quiet. As you guys know how these things go, it tends to get very quiet after some time. And between the time the client paid him, which was a very long time, up until October, Andy assured the client that they were going to have a withdrawal payout within that week. Now, that week that we are referring to, that Andy told the client that it was on November the 26th. Andy says, good evening, brother. Just an update. Your account is now on 48,000. This week, I will be pushing for a home stretch. I do apologize. It's been slow. You will receive the 60K before the 10th of next month. And Andy was basically going to give the client a full paid trip to Düsseldorf, where his offices are, for a week, including a 50,000 Rand trading account. Now, the client said, that's beautiful. And then the client then reaches out to him on the 10th of December and says, good morning, Andy, all support. I want to find out what is happening. Now, December the 11th, the message came from Andy Arendse directly. It says, good morning, evening to everyone. It is with great sadness that we forward this message. Mr. Arendse has gone into a coma and might be declared brain dead. Surgeons are currently doing everything they can to resuscitate Mr. Arendse, but will forward any changes in his health to us. His legal team and support team will be handling all payments and refunds accordingly, and where necessary, please don't hesitate to send messages directly to this line contact for any assistance, and keep Mr. Arendse in your prayers, and we will keep everyone updated and posted once we received further information. Now, this is where people thought that, this is becoming serious. He's in a coma, and in times like this, you don't really care about your money, because now you're starting to feel very bad for this young man that is now in hospital because he's not feeling well. And and you can see the messages coming from the Arendse FX team. The client then says that, good morning, noted, please be in contact with me as I paid for mentorship that was not given, and Mr. Andy was trading for me, and we agreed on a 60-40 split on the profit. To my understanding, the account was on 48,000. Please advise what the process would be. Now, the message that followed after that, which was from December the 11th to December the 15th, it says there, good day, sir. We regret to inform you that Mr. Arendse has passed away at 22, at 10:30 Saturday evening due to his battle with cancer. We offer the family our sincere condolences and wish them a beautiful mourning period. We unfortunately do not know the funeral time, and but it will most likely be conducted in Dusseldorf. All payments and service matters will be handled in the coming months due to allowing the family to mourn peacefully. Kind regards, FX Arendse. Now, this happened on the 15th of December. Now, ever since the 15th of December, Arendse in particular, he was nowhere to be found on social media, nowhere to be seen. But one thing people don't understand is that, social media is another story that you cannot find. And not that you cannot really run away from. Now, according to Andy's Facebook page, number one, you could see that his account was locked and it is on private. However, I think his girlfriend or his wife, which I've known back in the days, way back in the days, she recently posted to TikTok. But before she posted to TikTok, she used to post photos of the two of them together before and the date that led up to December the 14th. After that, if you scroll through her Facebook, you'd probably see that there's nothing of them on there. However, you will notice that she had most recently posted onto her Facebook stories about the two of them who got married, and that is currently on their honeymoon. Now, if you go through their TikTok also, you will see that they're on honeymoon. There's Mr. Arendse. He is posting there with his beautiful wife. And here you can see he also got married not too long ago as well. There you can see the man is posting with his beautiful wife, getting married over there. Now, it is very confusing to me how Mr. Arendse went from a dead man to a married man. Now, I don't want to laugh because I don't think this is funny. I think it's a very sad story that you would use death as a like you would use death now just to not hear me, but I don't even know what to say about this. I am so shocked that this guy would use death just so that he can get away with whatever it is that he was doing. Guys, this is going too far. Now I have another question about another person who died before, and I want to know now what is going on really. Guys, if you were impacted by this guy and he said he was going to pay you, I want you to know he's alive. He's somewhere there. I don't know where he is, but he's alive. He's kicking. He is there. He's not dead. He did not die. Guys, in any case, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. A dead man tells no tales. And as always, cheers for ears.